Alright, so apparently Panda can change my volume for me. No. I'm just trying to be able to read the chat. Doing this. Alright, so let's get started with this because the cake and wontons are quite a lengthy process. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do two things first. I'm gonna get my oven preheating, and I'm also gonna get my broth on for the wontons. So we'll get the oven on. Little rack on bake at 180 degrees, and then we just want that to preheat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some stock for my wontons. I've got here just some pork and chicken bones that I had frozen for times like these. What we're going to do is we're going to chuck a little bit of garlic in there, some onions, and also some ginger. Wait, you guys aren't finished? Wait, Panda, why did you like turn purple and pink? I have boobs, you thought I'd do it? You thought I was male, Panda? Look, males are allowed to have boobs too, what do you mean? So, I want it to be a bit gingery. So what I've done is I'm just cutting some nice big chunks of ginger. They go straight in my pot. I'm gonna chuck my garlic in, just whole pieces. It doesn't really matter. Your panda shirt has boobs? Lol. Oh, Flag, you should show Panda the t-shirt. It was done in with you in mind, Panda. Like that's just how I imagine you to sleep. Decided to grow your hair long. It's going to be as long as mine. Would you suit it? Yes, but you have to do the whole like blonde business as well. Otherwise it wouldn't work. Back, have you finished work for today? Also, Panda, when are you going to play League with me? Because I'm about to demote into Silver 4. I'm like 2 games off. I don't know why. So I've just chucked in some whole cloves of garlic, and I've just got 2 small onions here. What we're gonna do is take the skin off and then cut them in half and just chuck in whole halves. Because what I'm gonna do at the end is I'm actually gonna strain all of this stock, and all these bits are just coming out. They're not actually going to be left in this. Oh, what business? Got a couple of hours of overtime, so nice. I don't remember, Panda, about what business. You want long hair? Yeah, I'll give you mine, and then I'll cut my hair short. Cause sometimes I just wish I had short hair. I don't have to deal with it so much. It takes so long to wash and dry and maintain and all sorts of crap. Hair donation? And you can't, your ping issues are horrible because oh yeah. Yeah, I actually had that today. I went up to like 4,000 ping at one stage. Obviously lost that game. Hair donation. Alright, donation goal. I will cut my hair off and donate it to cancer for a goal. Actually no, they won't take my hair because they don't like they don't like dyed hair. They like to have virgin hair. Right? Panda had to tie it up. Oh, okay, no, Panda, I said that you need to dye blonde. Okay, so I've just got some of my aromatics and stuff in here. Actually, I put some lemongrass. I'm gonna put some lemongrass in. I've just got some frozen lemongrass. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break it up a little bit, chuck it straight in. That will just sit there and give it a little bit of extra flavor. What we want to do is we want to season the aromat and the chicken bones. So we're just gonna put some salt. We're gonna add some white pepper. You played a lot of rank today. Panda, you usually sit on 20, but now you're 40 to 50. What do you mean? 40 to 50, that's what I'm on, or I'm usually on 37. So tons of white pepper because white pepper is delicious. I've got some of my dashi, which is fish, Japanese fish stock, and it doesn't taste like fish, it just gives it a real nice umami flavor. And then also, again, my favorite, my chicken seasoning. I'm actually running out of, so 1 teaspoon of that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fill this up with water, about 2/3 full, and then I'm going to pop it in the rice cooker and let that cook away. Then you're going to grow it long, dark white, so you could do a Gerald cosplay long. Oh, Gandalf! Yes, Gandalf! Do Gandalf! Right, so here we've got it about 2/3 full. And I'm going to pop a cup of water into the outside of my rice cooker, chuck it into the rice cooker, and then we're going to cook it twice in the rice cooker. Plug it in. So if you don't have a rice cooker, you can use like a pressure cooker, you can stick it on the stove, you can use a slow cooker, you just have to adjust the times. Basically what you want is a really nice fragrant broth, and it's really up to you how long you cook it for, just as long as it's basically, you know, cooked and you're happy with the flavor. So it's pretty easy, yeah, and that will probably take a couple of hours to get the second one. No Gandalf, only Gerald. Toss the food to your panda. You want the something? Who's going to be a dandelion? Wait, what? What are you guys? Alright, so socks on. We'll be doing the wontons after we've put the cake in the oven, just so that we can you know, keep things moving and least waiting time. So we're gonna do the cake, and it's really simple. There's not too much you have to do. I need to sneeze. Sorry. Just boiling some water there. What we're gonna do is we're putting all of the ingredients into a large mixing bowl, and then we're just going to actually beat it all. So it's really simple. There's not much. You don't have to separate things, all that sort of stuff. Alright, so I need 2 cups of standard flour. So this is just all-purpose white flour. You need 2 cups of that. You need 1 3/4 cup of caster sugar. Why do you guys keep changing colours? I keep thinking that there's more people here, but it's just you two. Alright, so 1 3/4. 1 3/4-ish. Enough. Sugar everywhere. And then we need half a cup of was my Friday stress free? Well, I had 2 missed calls from my boss when I woke up, so that was a bit interesting. But yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Made a bit of leak, which was terrible. I've gone down to 0 LP on Silver 3, so that's actually crap. However, you win some, you lose some, right? You better start writing songs on my adventures. Wait, I need to write songs? I don't know if I'm good at that. And get another thing of cocoa, just for good luck. I'll just go chuck these 3 things away for now. Since we don't need those anymore. It's a fancy jar. I've got a whole bunch of them. They're not actually that, they're not like super fancy. They're like $2 each. But I just wanted matching looking things. So yeah. I'm gonna take a lead break. Wait, what's a lute? I don't know what the lute is. Why does someone play the lute like a bar? Okay. I don't know if I can play a lute. Alright, so we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then 2 of baking soda. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder. One baking powder. Wait, I'm a dandelion. Give me Raquel for a day. I actually want to like play myself, but I just need better teammates. Like, literally, when all your team wants to do is feed, what can you do? We need a pinch of salt and a dash of vanilla. Like your copyright, I'll turn it on later, Panda, I'm sorry. What I'm gonna do is, wait, what do I need? I need 2 eggs, half a cup of oil. Okay, let me have oil. I'll do that last. We need 1 cup of full cream milk and a third of a cup of cream. So I don't actually have full cream milk, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute a bit of it for some actual cream. And I'm just going to pop that to the side because we're not going to add it just yet. What I'm going to do is I don't have any instant coffee. Usually what I would do is I'll do half a cup of water, hot water with some instant coffee, but I don't have instant coffee right now, so I'm going to use a coffee pod and make half a cup of espresso. Give me a couple 5 days, you'll turn that saucer into Donald for. I'm sure you would, but I can't do that, Panda. I need to play myself, right? Otherwise I won't feel like I'm something. Wait, someone's beating you? Who's beating you? Bag. Youngbot treats you worse than Leg treats me. Lol. Whee! Do I use those coffee pods often? Not too often because I don't drink a lot of coffee. I do have a lot of them because I buy them when they're special, but I don't actually have a lot of them myself. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this on. And the reason we want to do this with hot water is because the hot water blooms like the cocoa, which makes it richer and deeper and just it makes it really taste good. So I'm just gonna get half a cup of this. Got half a cup of espresso here. Usually I wouldn't recommend making so much liquid out of one pot, but because it's going straight into the cake, it's not too bad right now. Do they have biodegradable? I don't use the biodegradable ones, but it would be a good idea too. Oh hey Dimpy, Young, why would you need to plan your account if I'm playing on it? That makes no sense. No, because then it's not me getting higher rank. Oops. I need 1 cup of full fat milk and then 1/3 of a cup of cream. So I've just used more like half a cup of milk and then some extra cream, just because I didn't have the full fat milk that I needed. Oh hey Dr. Love, how are you doing? You're on to gold. Didn't want to play with me anymore. He's left me. Whatever. Okay, so I've got my hot water, my milk, my water, and okay, now I just need half a cup of oil. So the oil is basically there for shortening. You can use things like butter or, you know, but I'm just using some pure canola oil as my shortening, as my fat component. And then we also need 2 eggs. That's kind of nice. Germany isn't exactly you getting it. No, I know, but at least I'll be still playing, you know. Like I'll actually still have like the contribution to it. Right, so 2 eggs in, and now time for the fun part. We're gonna make some noise and beat everything together. Out of the way because my cable is not quite long enough. Here's your warning. If you want to turn off your volumes, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, it's gonna be loud. Just putting all the misks away. All right, now let's get ready to eat some cake. Let's go. I just need one of these. Hey Ray, how are you? Would it matter if you're playing all the games would be surrendered at 15 because the enemy team wouldn't be able to deal with the 20 and O syndrome? That's alright. I will be AFK until see that's fine. I don't mind that. But I can't kind of like not play, otherwise then it wouldn't be me getting to gold. I actually just want to get to gold, you know, like get out of silver, but I can't even do that right now. So basically now I've got a cake mixture which is completely mixed in. No more lumps, no more anything. Eat it. Oh hey Zara, First time in the cooking stream, welcome. I bet you can't get out of silver either. You blame the pain. Same! Okay, hang on. I need to add a bit more cocoa. That's not chocolatey now. I know why. I don't have the right cocoa powder. And what I really needed was the Nestle dark chocolate cocoa powder, but instead I've only got this, so I need to add a ton more. It needs to be more like a cup. Otherwise it just doesn't, yeah, it's not quite. Dara's already a big bad gold boy. Wee! Teach me. I went the wrong way with my blender, with my blitzer. I don't know why I got confused, but now I've got chocolate mixed everywhere. Absolutely everywhere, including my recipe. Oh, whoopsies! All over me, I guess. Okay. A bit more chocolatey. You want to play mid lane, win mid lane, ignore your team, tell them what to do. Not gonna listen to me. My team never listens to me. All they do is flame me. Okay, we need to put this in a baking tin. Do. It looks like it's going to be too small, but that's right. And we're going to do our usual. If you've been to any of my other cake cooking streams, you'll remember this. We just put a piece of baking paper down, spring form pan, and then we just want to put a little bit of oil around the edges just to make it non-stick. Aioli, run it down the entire other way. This is just to stop the cake from sticking to the edges when we go to take it out. Well, hopefully it will. And then all you need to do is put the cake mix into the cake tin. Drop the cake. Try not to drop the bowl because it's fucking heavy. Nice and easy. What you want to do is just tap it a couple of times to get the cake mix, you know, sort of smooth and flattened at the top. You can use your spatula, but basically tapping it will do. And it's gonna go into your bed, shut it down. Whee! I'm gonna get out of bed, food up. Hey Arko, how you doing? Alright, so cake mix is done. What we're gonna do, chuck it in the oven for 55 minutes. So what's really important about baking cakes, do not open the oven at any point until it's fully done. So 55 minutes, 180 degrees, cake mix in, and you will come out with cake. Alright, and that's chocolate cake. Arko, you're having a... Wait, who are you chucking in an oven for 55 minutes? Arko, you're having a me kind of lead day, RIP, every lane feeds, yeah. Don't ask, just get... Wait, would you like a sub, like a Subway? Yes, please. I'm actually craving like fast food. Never set up to an oven. Wait, who could actually fit inside an oven though? Wait! Arko! Thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime. Sub for 4 months, currently on a 3-month streak. Yay! Thank you, Arko. Aw, I appreciate you resubbing. I'm glad that you decided to come back even though I've already had my last stream ever. Never streaming again in my life. Yeah, we're just gonna chuck these in the sink to get them soaking. Wait, Arko, wait, Zara, you want me to show you what's outside the window? Okay, so, it's a little bit awkward. My neighbors on that side are having like a pool party on their deck without a pool. They're just like in there, I don't know. They're like sunbathing, half nude. Well, not really half nude, but yeah, it's a bit awkward. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna show you what's out there. Also, I think that if I show you out there, you might be able to see their like car plate number and stuff, registration. Stuff expires Feb 2021. Why not 2022, Panda? Hello. How did you in quarantine? Okay, it's just the two of them. It's just the people who live together. They have it like with themselves. It'll be like as of me and Ash, but like we can all see them. It's kind of funny. All right, let's make some wontons. Okay, so wontons are going to be super easy to make. What we're going to do is make up a mixture. Please don't show. 2 people is the best party. Ain't no folks in. Yeah. I don't know, they're just hanging out. I guess when you don't have to work and all that stuff, you might as well just chill with your other half. Nice in here. Like that. So I've just got 500 grams of pork mince. So it's just on straight in, and I'm just gonna prepare some stuff, extra stuff for the filling. Party on your own, same. Actually, I don't party, that's a lie, I don't even party. So we're gonna put a little bit of ginger into the pork, but not too much because I don't want to overpower it with ginger. There's a lot of ginger already in the stock. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get a few very, very, very fine slices of ginger, and then we're gonna julienne those. Just so that you've got some matchsticks, and then we're just gonna cut them across just to make them basically minced ginger. Like so. So you've basically just got minced ginger so that it's not gonna end up, you're not gonna end up biting into chunks of ginger, it's just little flavouring in there. You wanna stream? Wait, Panda, you're gonna go to sleep. Are you already? Rude. You're never here for my streams, Panda. Heck. But yes, good night. I'll probably catch you on your stream tomorrow then. I'm gonna do the same with some onion. We're just gonna basically mince some onion. So, super fine. You don't really want to get the texture of onion either. You just want to be able to have a little bit of the taste.
Bring me more flesh bags to slice up.
See you tomorrow. If you stop by to watch Nelson. Alright, shout out Panda. Oh, Panda shouted him out. Hey, Dustin, how's it going? Thank you so much for something?
Embrace the dark.
The host. I was trying to figure it out first. Wait, Dark Lating Goo, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, the onion just got super spicy all of a sudden. Alright, I'm just gonna use half an onion because I don't want to chop another half. It's super spicy right now. So we've got some ginger, some onion. Actually, I need some garlic. Alright, we've got some garlic here. Dark Nation, how are you doing? Sarah, you like to grab an onion, eat it like an apple. Have you seen that video of that kid who, like, his mum told him, oh, he said he wants to eat an apple, and she's like, that's an onion. He's like, no, it's an apple, and she's like, fine, you eat it if you really want to. And then he's just like powering through this onion and like crying. Dark Layton, you've recently learned to make wontons and you're here for lesson 2. Even deep fried, yum! Dark Layton, well, I'm so glad you've decided to join us today. I'm not gonna do deep fried wontons because I've been eating way too much deep fried food lately. We're gonna make some inner broth and with a spicy sort of sauce. Well, actually, I don't know if I'm gonna bother with the sauce. I'm just trying to decide if I just want like wonton soup or I want to do basically like It's like a, what are they called? Like wontons with, yeah, like a spicy red chili oil sort of thing. Is it Zero from Holes? Oh, lol, Holes. We read that book like ages ago in high school and then watching the movie. No, but it's like a 3-year-old, like a 2 or 3-year-old. Dive, plating groove, you make them for soup and then a few smaller ones for deep fried. Love them both. Oh my god, wontons are just so flipping good. I'm so glad that you learned to make them yourself. Because even though ones that you buy from the shop are legit as, you know what? I'm not gonna bother using a knife. I'm gonna use my garlic press because I'm feeling a bit lazy right now. Don't feel like more chopping work. So put your garlic in, press it through, and it crushes your garlic for you. Nice and easy. 3-year-olds are so gullible. Well, in 3 years you're gonna have one of them flashbacks. Lol. And you can trick them to eat onions. Tell them that it's apples. Alright, so I don't know. I've got 4 garlic cloves here, so we'll just put 4 in. Get it nice and flavoursome. Can't wait. Making groove, you're from Peru. You cook Peruvian food, your cuisine has a lot of Chinese influence. Oh really, does it? That's really awesome. Yeah, so I'm actually from New Zealand, but my parents are from Taiwan, so I have learned to cook a lot of Asian cuisine, like Taiwanese and like Chinese influence cuisine from my parents. But yeah, wontons are one of my favorites. Wontons and dumplings both. Baby, you're gonna convince her that grapefruits are oranges and give her real orange and blow her mind. Why don't you convince her that like lemons are oranges? Lol. That would be so funny. Alright, so what I want to do is you add a few seasonings to this. Want a dash of peanut oil. The oil in this just increases the fat content. If you've got really fatty pork, you don't need to add the oil. It gives it a bit more silkiness, softness, and it's just yum. Lemons aren't orange. You could paint them, Flagbear. What do you mean? Am I in New Zealand? I am dark. I am in New Zealand. Do I cook every day? Basically. I have been cooking every day with the lockdown, since we basically have no other choice. But yeah, I'll cook 5 out of 7 days. 5 to 6 out of 7 days usually without the lockdown. I've just put in about half a teaspoon of sesame oil. My sesame oil is very strong, so I don't want to put too much. If you've got like quite light sesame oil, you can put a little bit of extra in. I just want to put a tiny bit of a dash of soy sauce. You don't want too much because I'm going to add a bit of salt. And I've just got some Chinese cooking wine, so like shaoxing, rice wine, whatever, anything you want. Just a dash of that for a little bit of flavor, and that's all the liquids going in. Then we want a little bit of white pepper. Then we're going to add some of these dry seasonings, some dashi, I literally add dashi to like everything savory because it just gives a really nice savory umami flavor, and it's just fat, yes, fat and cooking. I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of my other seasoning. Thinking, is that salt in it? Maybe I'll add a tiny bit more soy. Right, my stock's still cooking. It's smelling really nice though, so that's really good. Add a little bit more of that. So people kind of do this in different ways. You can add like an egg, add some corn flour and stuff. It really depends on your pork mince. If it's like now, what we're going to do is we're just going to get a fork and just basically mash it up into a really nice, into like a paste basically, pork paste. If it doesn't kind of come together, then you can, you know, bind it with some corn flour and stuff. I generally don't like to add egg to it. You can add a little bit of oil to help it, as like, if you're putting corn flour in and it's like a little bit dry, you can always add oil as a bit of a binding agent. Like I said, it makes it nice and silky and smooth. With this, I would recommend using pork mince, but you can also use like prawn. You can use a combination of pork and prawn. You can use chicken mince, but other than that, I wouldn't. Yeah, it kind of needs to be white meat, I guess. No hands, get in there. Yeah, all right. I'll use my hands. It's a great idea. I'll put on the glove. Gloves. I forgot that I had some gloves, so I actually hate the feeling of like mince, because I've got quite long fingernails right now, and I just don't really want the mince going up my fingernails. It just feels disgusting. But yeah, no, that was a great idea. Use my hands. Works much better. Whoops. What saw this feels tense, Zara? I don't have thingy. What's it called? I'm using my tablet to read chat, so I can't see the emotes. You're gonna try with turkey flag bag? Yeah, I think. Well, okay. Turkey's quite lean, isn't it? I would recommend. Do you not eat pork flag bag? The only thing with lean meat is it can end up tasting, it could end up quite dry. I guess if you've had enough fat in it, it's probably fine. I don't know, like, I don't really know what turkey tastes like. We don't really have much turkey in New Zealand. Alright, so this is basically like really super incorporated. It's not super peanutty actually. That peanut oil is very peanutty. Do it with Beyond Meat. What is Beyond Meat? You don't really eat pork except for bacon. Oh, add some bacon fat. Oh. No, I mean, like, you can try it with I just don't know how it's gonna turn out, the mixture. Feels tense is this the emote that looks like monkey but his eyes are bigger. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I know the one. The one that you always use, Zara. Did you not find it out Beyond Meat? It's crap, oh really? Not Gucci. Okay, so this is my wonton meat mixture. And we're gonna wrap some wontons. I'm gonna check on this cake. Alright, starting to everything else away because we don't need it anymore. That. Right. I'm just gonna put my onion and ginger in a container for the fridge. Since I didn't use it all, I can use this next time. And what we want is a little bit of water. Mix my wonton pastry sheets. I just use pre-bought wonton pastry sheets because seriously, who can be bothered making these? Fumble, yeah, I'm good at fumbling. Hey, one dude ski, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm super clumsy. So I often end up dropping things and cutting myself and stuff. Alright, so there's approximately 100 wonton wrappers in here. I'm just going to give this a quick little wipe down with a paper towel. Bit of water just to get rid of the cocoa. Was actually wiped down properly before we started, so it's not too bad. And we're gonna start wrapping the wontons. So the wontons are pretty easy to wrap. It really depends on what you want to do. Is this wonton soup? Yes, I've actually made a stock. And in fact, the stock has just popped up in my rice cooker. So we'll take a look at that. Oh, if I can grab it out. Bubble. Alright, I can't get it out right now, but I don't know if you guys can see it all. It smells amazing, but we're gonna put it in one more time. I'm gonna take the ginger out because the ginger flavor has obviously gone through really well, and I don't think we need that again. Also take out the lemongrass. Like it smells super gingery, so the onions and the bones, the garlic. Let me just get the salt on. Like, what do you mean first? You were here like ages ago, and I think you were actually first. Corona White? Luke Westwood, hey, how you doing? Dr. Love, can you have some cake? It's still cooking. Oh, hey, Dinosaur, Unkindled Ash, that's me! Yay! Gan, your man? Hey, Gan, you... How's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Am I cooking? Yes, I'm making wontons. I've got cake in the oven right now. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Add a little bit more salt. A bit more salt and so because it's a rice cooker, what I need to do is I need to put some more water down in the side of the cooker before I turn it on again. it in without spilling it all. So right, lid back on, and we're just flicking that on one more time. That can go there. Now, alright, for reals this time, we're gonna start wrapping the wonton. I'm gonna show you a way that my friend taught me how to wrap them. So basically you take square wontons. When it's done, Dr. Love, yes, just come or share. Yon, his name is Wuju Wushu. Is it? How do you know? Don't be mean, Snuggy. Okay. Little teaspoon of meat. And then, wait, I can't remember how to fold them. Right. I'm just trying to remember, there's two ways I've learned how to fold them. So, fold it over in a triangle, grab one corner, and then you flip it like that. Not it. You have to like twist it. I actually can't remember. I think you twist it like that. Maybe. Anyway, they're gonna end up tasting. I actually cannot remember. More meat. I've got 100. I've got 100 to make. Like, I feel like if I add more meat, then I'll run out of meat. Off camera. Okay. It's too little, but Zara, you can just eat more because I actually prefer the like the skins to the wonton wrapper to the actual meat itself. Well, not really. Like I like them both, but I like to have a nice proportion of the wrapper to meat. So I don't like actually doing too much. Too much meat in them. But I've got like twice as many as like the stack to get through, so we're gonna be here a while. Kind of fancy you to triangle, wing to the top corner, kind of like a ravioli. Wing to the top corner. I mean, these aren't really fancy. My friend showed me how to do them really nicely, and for some reason I just can't remember how to do that. My mum literally would do this and then just scrunch the top of the wontons up into like a bunch, and like, I mean, who cares? You get to eat them anyway. But yeah, like it wasn't like super fancy, but I never wanted to go like super fancy. I try, I don't know, I think there's like several different techniques of wrapping wontons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm obviously not gonna cook and eat all of these in one go. Wontons are great for freezing. They're really good for freezing, so would highly recommend if you do make a ton of wontons, that you do freeze them, and you can just chuck them into boiling water or a deep fryer to eat. The one thing I would make sure to do though is to separate layers of them with like some baking paper or something, because they will otherwise stick together, and I don't really want them sticking together. When the sheets are frozen, they crack really easily. You want me to send you, each one of you, a wonton? Just a single wonton? Okay, so that's 6. This is going to take a while. I wonder if you could air fry wontons. I mean, probably. I don't see why not. So you'd have to like spray them with oil to get the crisp on the wrappers, but I don't see why not. It didn't air fry, deep fried was good. Wait, oh, it doesn't work? The wrapper is like a egg based dough. Kind of like egg noodles but in sheets. So yeah, I wasn't. Deep frying seems to be the way. I mean, deep fried wontons are amazing, so would recommend, but don't eat too much of it because it's addictive. It worked but kind of dry and lack flavor. Oh, okay. It's good to know. I actually don't have an air fryer. I wanted to get one, but I think that I'd basically try and fry everything, and then if it wasn't as good as deep frying, I'd just go back to deep frying. 2, 4, 6. I like to always make little rows of 10, and that just makes it easier to keep count. Will probably be compounded by the turkey. Possibly, yeah. I mean, honestly, if you make a stock, I don't think that's gonna be a problem with the turkey. But if you're frying them, I don't know, add some bacon fat or something. You can deep fry an old shoe. It'll taste good. Shooey! Hey Man of Steel, this ain't KFC stream. Yes, I'm sorry Man of Steel, but all the KFCs are closed, so unfortunately we can't do KFC streams until lockdown's over. But how are you doing? A deep fried shoe with a little bit of pepper sounds good. Kidding, no it doesn't. 10. Man of Steel, you know what? This food looks better. Oh, Man of Steel! Somebody give this man some yawn bits. I think I need to give them yawn bits because Fallen, I don't think Fallen's here. Your finder's board. Oof. You need to mix in some habanero powder to give it a kick. Wait! This is taking it away from being a wonton! Alright, hang on. We're gonna give... Oh, I don't want to view points. I want to give points. And of Steel 5. 1,000. There we go. Saying that my food looks better than KFC. Much appreciated. Mexican wonton. Wait, is there already a Mexican equivalent of a wonton though? Thanks for the points. Well, you know, there's the pay to win, there's also the suck up to win. There isn't! I'm surprised, like no rapper meat things. Rapper meat things. No. Good description. Good description. Chilaquiles? Oh my god, I don't know what that word is. Haha. I did my best. You don't really use wrappers. What about like tortillas? Or something. But like not these wrappers, I get what you're saying. So what you want to make sure you do is that you actually do seal all the edges, especially if you're deep frying. You don't want the wrappers to come apart. You don't want the wonton to explode when you're cooking it. Make sure that when you seal the edges that it is, you know, fully stuck together. Hey, Captain Bob, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Chilaquiles? Uh, yeah, I'll stop embarrassing myself. I've got no idea how to say this. Lol. Wait, I did it! Chilaquiles? Nice. Nice tutoring. Hey Nathan, how you doing? We are making wontons and chocolate cake. Chocolate cake is in the oven. Actually, let me check. Alright, chocolate cake is more than halfway through. We've got 22 minutes left on the chocolate cake. So that will come out to cool soon, and then we will need to make some buttercream frosting. Oh no, that reminds me, I'm gonna have to do some dishes. I'm gonna need my beater to make chocolate buttercream frosting. Wonton wrappers, they're egg-based flag bag. What am I thinking? They're made of egg and flour. So they're kind of like egg noodles. If you've ever had like thin egg noodles, it's like the same sort of mixture but just made into sheets. Captain Bob, you have to eat something before bed now. Why not? Wontons! Hey, Spaghetti, how are you doing? Welcome back. Dishes, no. Cake, yes. I have to do the dishes to make the buttercream frosting. If I don't wash my egg beater, then I can't put buttercream frosting on my cake, which would be, you know, quite tragic. Anything you're gonna learn? Alrighty. Thanks for popping in. Okay, what I really need right now is somebody to come and help me wrap these wontons. So who would like to volunteer to come up here today and help me wrap some more wontons? Spaghetti, you saw a man walking in the background make him do his dishes. Unfortunately, that is probably my neighbor, and we are in lockdown, we're in quarantine, and I probably don't want his corona, even if he doesn't have corona. Like, you ever been on Twitch in like 6 years? It's evolved so much. Damn, I wasn't on Twitch 6 years ago. I started last year, so for me, it's still actually evolved heaps since I started. That's a different thing. The fact that tamales are essentially wrapped meat, but you can't eat the wrapper, right? Used to be SC2 streams. What are SC2 streams? And who are we reporting? You're excited for the cake anyway? Same. I've been wanting to do this cake for ages, and I had actually made cake last week I think it was, made peach cake, and had to get through that before I could make chocolate cake. I really hope it's good because I know that the cocoa that I used wasn't actually the cocoa that I was meant to use. I need to buy some cocoa for next. StarCraft 2. Ooh, StarCraft. You don't eat the corn husk, you eat them. What is mat? They like trying to say words. Like, what is words? I've always wanted to try tamales. I've like seen heaps of like posts and stuff on Reddit about them, and when people see them they go crazy. I'm just like, oh man, I wish I knew what they tasted like. Oh, 6. Nasa is like a corn dough. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like the first thing that you spread onto the husks, right? And then the meat, and you roll it. What does it taste like? They're quite delicious. I need to try some. I've never seen any in New Zealand though. Pinnacle of scrumptious. I've got some air stuck in this no doubt you can make them. I'd have to like find all the ingredients though. I could try one day. Maybe one day I'll do like a tamales and what's it called? Sweet potato pie cooking stream. You can give me a recipe. Like that. I'd have to figure out where to get corn husks and stuff. So it's probably not ideal right now with the lockdown. Things are hard to come by. But after all this settles down, maybe we could look into it. Gotta get those recipes. Got the kumara, well, the sweet potato pie one copied down. So yeah, sweet potatoes are still so expensive lately. It's like $9 a kilo. Gets you like one sweet potato right now. You can get the husks from the corn. But how much corn do I have to eat? I did buy 2 Bob's grocery shop. Do you like get them from fresh corn that you like eat, or do you actually buy like corn husks? Like in Taiwan they have a like a rice dumpling sort of thing, and they use bamboo leaves to wrap them and steam them. Pretty interesting. But like we used to, at my family home, when I lived with my mum and dad growing up, we used to grow bamboo, so they were able to basically pick fresh bamboo leaves. But now you have to buy them, which is not always the best. You normally do, you save them up. Oh really? You could eat all those yourself easily, now you're hungry. Wow, I hope they taste good when I'm done with. If you do make wontons and you're not sure if you've seasoned your meat you know, enough, or you're not sure how it tastes, you can always get a little like little meatball or something, and just either boil it or fry it up, just to check, taste the seasoning. I mean, I would recommend doing that. I generally don't, just because I'm lazy and if it doesn't taste good, then whatever. usually it's alright. How many of these can I eat in one sitting? Maybe like 8? I'm not, I mean, like if I had to eat, if it was like a competition of how many I could eat a few, but like that's about enough for me. You're gonna get back to work on your gaming tonight? Maybe see. Yeah, I'll see. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna be streaming tonight playing games. Been having a bit of bad luck with just playing in general, and I kind of want to break, but I kind of want to play as well. But I'll see. If not, then I'll definitely be on tomorrow night. Dark Souls. Oh my god, Black Bag. We were at the first place outside of the Firelink Shrine. I couldn't pass it. I just kept dying. I don't know what is wrong with me. I just could not do it. Like, he was very disappointed. I think he was just like, what the heck? This is like the second level sort of thing. It was like wait, what is it? I can't remember what it's called. It was like the first place where you and Snuggy joined me. New Game Plus? I am doing New Game Plus. Game Plus 2. And Dead Journey. Wait, oh dear? Why? That explains it? Because it's harder? But like, shouldn't I be like heaps stronger? Because like, you know, I'm level over 100. Oh, it is significantly harder. Oh, right. But I beat Mr. Trainee Boss the first go. The enemies are really strong. Yeah, I felt like they like hit me really hard. I'd be like, oh. Also, we kept dry fingering, so that probably didn't help. The bosses are okay. Not too much hurt.
Being the driveway jerk you to like 2 minutes. No, I have to break it up.
So, my neighbors, like 2 neighbors, they're friends with each other, and they're sitting in the driveways, 2 meters apart, having a beer and like lawn chairs. What's annoying is the normal creatures hit like fucking hard. Nice view going in the back. Yeah, my neighbors are all like partying out there. Stack, you're not going to make it till cake time. Thank you for streaming. Fun for you. Take care. Thanks, Stack. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I do upload all of my cooking streams to YouTube. So if you want to check out my YouTube, you can go !YouTube. It will be on there. It will also be in my VODs for a couple of weeks if you do want to come back and see how the cake turns out. Probably also post pictures on Instagram. So make sure to check that out as well. You can find it using !Instagram, or down on my panels there's a link. But yeah, thanks for hanging. It's really nice to meet you, and I hope that you'll be back next time. And look after yourself. Flag bag, time for you to eat dinner. You'll be back in a few. Alrighty, flag bag, no worries at all. Have a good dinner. See you soon. Alright, with 30 wontons down. So you expect them all to be wrapped up? Wow. I don't think I'll have them all wrapped up, but they will be close. Get most of them done, I think. But I think we're about halfway through. I'll probably have some wrappers left over. Well, very likely we'll have some wrappers left over at the end of this, but that's okay. You can slice them up and pretend they're like noodles or something. Have them with a bit of like chili oil. Pretend that they're like fresh egg noodles, like a stir fry, but they're pretty good with soup. So with the cake, after it's out, we're going to need to leave it to cool for a while, just because you don't want to ice it straight out of the oven. If it's super hot, when you take it out and you ice it then, it's going to end up basically melting, and it will just turn into a big massive mess. So we'll want to cool it for probably about an hour at least. There's a couple of things that you can do with it. You can do like a buttercream, which is what I'm going to do, and also you can do, if you don't want to use buttercream, you can make like a ganache. My ganache recipe is super basic. Basically you just want to heat some cream in a saucepan, and then mix through some chunks of chocolate and let it all melt through. Let it cool down to room temperature-ish, and then you can just pour it straight over your cake. And it's as simple as that. Depending on how runny or how thick you want it, that's how much cream or chocolate. On my recipe, I've got literally chocolate melting cream. So I'd say about like 1 cup of cream and to probably 250 grams of chocolate-ish. Probably work for a reasonable consistency. But yeah, like once I made a cake and I didn't let it cool down completely and chuck the ganache on, and it just ran absolutely everywhere. It was not ideal. But hey, you know, it's all about the taste. It's still delicious. Right, so made 35 wontons so far. Another 20, 25-ish out of this pork mixture. It's a little bit tedious making a lot of these, so if you are making them at home, you've got someone to twice as fast, right? Makes it I don't know, it's one of these things which I feel like is a bit of a social food. Like I love making dumplings and wontons with friends. We all get to stand around, have a chit chat, and also compare who's got the prettiest wonton. My friend who taught me how to do like pretty wontons, I've definitely done it wrong. It's not how she usually does them, but her mum has a cafe. Her mum and dad have a cafe, and they make amazing looking food all the time. Yeah. I'm not saying my parents don't make amazing food. My mum, interesting, she actually, until she got married, she was the pickiest eater ever. Would not eat like garlic or onions or chili or like coriander or any like the plain. And now she's like the biggest spice and flavor fiend you could. But it explains why she was only 38 kilos when she got married. Like, imagine if you just didn't eat anything. Stocks already, so I'll be pulling that out. Actually, what I might do is I might leave that in there, in the rice cooker, just before we're going to cook the wontons. I will just put it back on to reheat. So one thing about wontons, do not cook these in the broth that you're going to that we've just made. The reason being, there's a lot of flour, so like lots of like starches and like yeah, there's a lot of flour on these wrappers that you don't want cooked into your stock. It will make it cloudy and a bit thick, and basically you just don't want to have that in your stock. You need to cook it in just a large pot of boiling water, salted if you want, and that's generally the same with cooking any sort of noodle soups or anything. You don't cook the noodles in the same liquid that you're going to be drinking. Dilutes the flavor, makes it cloudy. It kind of ruins it, and you can't use it again. The next time will just be worse and worse. Oh, it's risen really high. I'm just gonna leave it in there for a couple of minutes. It will probably, it's risen really high, so it's gonna sink a little bit. But I just want to give it a little bit of time and not open the oven straight away. I'll give it, make a few more wontons and then we'll open it and take it out, and then just set it on a cooling rack. What you want to do is to let the cake cool, you do want to take it out of the pan because there will be residual heat in the cake tin. So that it needs to come out, but you don't want to take it out straight away while it's still piping hot. You want to leave it for maybe 10 minutes once it's on the bench so that it doesn't crack and fall apart. But yeah, you want to take it out so that it can get cooling quicker and doesn't keep cooking. Maybe I'll just finish this row. Get up to 5. Right now we're at 43. Up to 45. Take it out. Okay. And give my hands a quick wash. Pull out this cake and have a look at it. Let me grab my cooling rack. If you don't have a cooling rack, you can leave it on top of like the stove or you know, tip a bowl upside down or something. And but yeah, these are handy. They're pretty cheap to get, so would recommend. I'm gonna pop it up there, grab. Oh yeah. Alright, so it has cracked quite a bit, so that's alright. We're not going to worry too much about the cracking. I'm probably going to cut the top off when we go to ice it. So there's the cake. It's definitely cooked through. It's looking really rich and dark. So I'm just going to pop it on this cooking rack. Down here. So I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes just till it's a little bit more manageable, and then we will take the tin off. So it's completely up to you if you want to basically take that top off to de-ice it and stuff. I guess it depends on if it's like a decorative cake or you're just eating it at home. I'm just thinking maybe I'll just leave it on. Doesn't really matter. I'm not taking it any. But I can just show you guys. Like what you would normally do if you are taking the top off, you'd cut it and then you'd flip it over and use the other side as the to decorate, as it will be the like it will be perfectly flat or from being the bottom of the cake. But it's up to you. Early for dinner, but I don't really have too much, so I think maybe I will get a pot of water on the stove to get boiling for hungry. Right, this is number 50. I wish I had some coriander right now. Fortunately, I do not. I did grow some, but they have all died by now. I don't have any coriander or spring onion. Coriander goes really well with wontons, especially if you're making spicy red chili oil. In fact, I think I might have actually done a cooking stream when I made my dumplings. I might have made this chili oil. I think we could probably get another 10 out of it. That's a pretty good estimate of 60 wontons total. I may be able to get a couple more. Snuggy, meow. Snuggy, I played a few more lols after we played earlier, and I lost another one, won one, and then I lost another one. Why? Why is it so hard, Snuggy? Good. No. I'm on like 3 LP right now. Just won 4 in a row. No, you didn't. Prove it. I don't believe you. Must be duo with me. Wow. And Snuggy. Probably is. For some reason, every game I play is pretty much a loss. Well, I guess we're gonna go to bronze on my main account, which is basically unheard of. I haven't been a bronze ranked. Well, I mean, I started in bronze this season. I think I placed in bronze, but got out of it pretty. And now it just seems like bad luck, or maybe I'm just worse now. Something's happened and I haven't realized that I actually play really badly. Maybe it's Maybelline. Almost there. More left. Snuggie? What is that? What? That's in the wrong place. Oh, it's a two-factor authentication thing, Snuggie. Oh. Got a notification that we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Ash said he's not actually hungry, so what I'll probably do is I'll just make a little, I'll just cook a few of them just for me to eat while we wait for the cake to continue cooling so that we can make some buttercream frosting and stuff, because I'm a little bit hungry and I want to try these. So Snuggie, coming over for some wontons? Alright, number 60. Looks like we're making 61. Pretty close in predictions for how many we're gonna do. And last one. All we've got left. Alrighty. Done. I'm gonna wrap up the rest of the wonton wrappers and put them up with a little bit of tin foil, keep them a little bit moist. You don't want them to dry out in the fridge. And yeah, can use them for next time. If you have leftovers and don't know what to do with them, they make great like mini spring rolls. You can use them as like in place of say like filled pasta like ravioli or tortellini or something, because they are an egg based. It's like a cheap way of doing it. Obviously don't use it for MasterChef and stuff. You'll get absolutely shreked for doing that. But yeah, like keep it, you can refreeze it, but I wouldn't recommend. I'd say try and use it in the next couple of days because this has been pre-frozen before. What I'm going to do before cooking some of them is I'm going to pack a bunch of them up for the freezer. So you need some Tupperware. I'm actually going to put a paper towel in the bottom to take away like some moisture, if there's moisture in there, and pop them in. Try and keep a tiny little bit of separation between the wontons, but basically you don't have to have too much separation, but say that if I want to cook a max of 5 at a time, I'd make sure that my gaps are, you know, between each 5, that I can pick up 5 like that, and they're like separated. Stick, and then actually I'm just going to use that's probably the easiest way to do it right now. So I'm just layering. layering the wontons at a time. Bit of gap. I've got 30 in there so far, and I'm just going to put a few more in because I don't think we're going to eat all of them. Got 23 left. Not a lot, it's quite one time. 21 left. I have 6 and that leaves 15 for it. Okay, so cover it all up, chuck the lid on, and these can go straight into the freezer. And you can probably keep these for about 3 months. Wouldn't recommend keeping them too much longer than that, because then yeah, you basically lose some of the integrity, I guess. Like, try not to keep them too long. Straight in the freezer. And yeah, that's basically it. You can use those, you know, you can make them a meal. If you're having like ramen or something, you can chuck a couple of them into some water and have, you know, just little wontons. I don't know, I think they're pretty versatile. Again, you can always deep fry them if that's what you like. If you like deep fried wontons, they're absolutely delicious. You can boil them and then add some hot red chili oil. You can, yeah, there's heaps of them. I'm actually going to take a quick photo of these. Bear with me. Shadowing. Okay, so this cake, we can take the springform pan off now. It's still hot, but it should have basically set enough now that when we do take it off, it shouldn't crack. But before we do that, I am just going to run a knife around just to make sure it isn't stuck anywhere. That's good. And just using a towel just to make sure that I don't get burnt or anything. And go. I do also want to get rid of the base. There we go. So it's going to take a little bit to cool down. If you do want some expedited cooling, you can always you know, chuck it in the fridge, but I think we'll just let it cool naturally right now. And maybe do a few dishes so I can make the buttercream, and then we'll cook some of the wontons for eating. chocolate cake batter all over my drawers. Okay, so I'm just gonna get some hot water onto the stove. Hey, Backpack, welcome back. Your favorite part of cooking, washing the dishes. Long. I'm just washing a little bit because I need it for the what's it called? To make the buttercream for the cake. Leave this bowl and then my egg beater attachment. So I've got some water to boil. Need like a heck of a lot of water, but basically you want to make sure that when you do put your wontons in that they it doesn't drop the temperature too much. So I don't know, I've got maybe like 5 or 6 cups of water. So for the buttercream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just about 200 grams of butter and also about 2 cups or about like 1.5 cups of icing sugar and half a cup of chocolate cocoa powder. But I've actually got some pre-packaged chocolate icing powder, which is doesn't have ingredients. Does it have ingredients? Oh, here we go. It's just icing sugar and cocoa powder. So that's basically what we wanted to have. I just for some reason have this in the pantry, so we're going to use that. Butter does need to be at room temperature because it's got to be soft enough to beat. So I don't know, this is maybe like 100 grams, and we'll just get another grams of this block. So this would probably ice about 12-ish cupcakes or like a full cake. We can try doing some piping and stuff today. Although I haven't really, I've never actually really decorated cake, so I don't know if my piping will be any good, but we can try. I do have a piping bag, a small piping bag, and some attachments. So pull that out, have a look. Yeah, so I've got this. We can give it a try. We can try some piping. Today. It'll be interesting. So I'm just going to let this sit and basically wait for the cake to cool right down. ice it. But actually, hey, you almost screwed up badly. You almost installed leak. Do it, you won't. No. Justin, if I'm cooking all this, I'm gonna need sit-ups and push-ups. Wait, just because I'm cooking it doesn't mean I'm eating it all. That's some cake though. Hold on. Ralph's just whining at something. I'm just gonna... What'd you do? Oh. One. Okay. I might just stand here eating the whole cake while I'm giving you the cake. Yes, Dustin. Here you go. One cake coming up. Alright, my water is boiling. So I'm gonna chuck a little bit of salt. And actually, I'm gonna quickly mix up a little bit of oil. So I've just got some chili oil sauce. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of black vinegar. I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce. And I'm also going to add a little bit of sugar. And now what we're going to do is I'm just gonna have 6 wontons. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop these straight into the boiling water. They're not gonna need long, just a few minutes. Basically, once they float to the top, they'll be ready. I'm just gonna mix up my chili oil sauce. So actually you're gonna need them too. You ate way too much, they're gonna have to roll you on your house log. One thing you can tell, everyone's becoming fat. That's they're either gonna become fat or really skinny. Like people who can cook and people who can't cook, you'll probably be able to like tell at the end of this whole thing. Okay. And then people whose mums cook for them too. Gonna give it 1 more minute. So I've just mixed up my stuff. Get a ladle for the stock. I need to put it back on. Quickly flick it back on. Where's the best cat? You want my cat? Hang on, I'll go find her in a sec. Okay, I want to. I don't know where she is. Okay, so here we have the wontons straight out of the you guys can see. Straight out of the hot water, boiling water. I'm gonna do is okay. A nice big ladle of the soup or stock. Show you guys. Do this. And there's the. I don't know what you guys can see actually. Let me have a look. Right. So the wontons. The cake looks good, thank you. And then we're just gonna drizzle a little bit of chili oil on top. And voila! There you go. That is the wontons. So I'm gonna just chill and eat these with you guys. Oh. Oh, I forgot that in that place. That seems to be alright. I think it looks good. Yay, thanks. Right, bang. Is it just eating? Like, that's nothing weird. Okay, I'm gonna take. I promised my best friend that I'd take a photo for her, so that's what I'm gonna do. Try not to get shadows in. Alright. We need to go get Akali as well to say hello. Akali! I don't know where she is. Okay, she's actually hiding right now. Whatever came with the neighbor's base, I don't know, they just kind of just ignore it and it eventually gets turned off, I guess. You didn't watch the stream? Wait, am I lagging? I'm sorry. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how this tastes. Let's try this the broth first. Yum. Okay, that's good. Oh, I'm not lagging? Okay. Good. Alright, let's try. You met my BFF? Why a picture only? I tell her not to watch my streams. I'm like, that's too embarrassing. I send her a photo of Okay, it tastes pretty damn good, guys. I'm super duper happy with how it's turned out. The stock's really nice, the filling's really nice. And we cooked it just right. It's actually such a simple thing. It's just really time consuming to actually do the cooking of it. I would highly recommend. Like you saw, it makes a shit ton of them. So, I'm much better at chopsticks than you. I mean, I have been using them for most of my life, so. What's the most embarrassing thing about them? The push-ups or the raging? Yeah, both. Don't brag? No. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like she knows that I do cooking streams and stuff, and she's got my YouTube and all that. She's got access to all of this, but I don't know. Hey, Donkey Biscuits, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. I'm getting self-conscious. I am, like, just thinking about, I don't know, her and my family watching them. I need some water. I swallowed some chili, Fanny. No. I'm turning a shade of red. I'm like dying here. No. The rage is what makes you hesitant. Yeah, if you don't want to get angry, then it's probably not a great thing to get into. And I would not recommend if you have short temper or get offended or upset easily. So it's definitely something I shouldn't play because I'm both of those, but I think that's why cooking streams are good for me. No one telling me how shit I am. Luke is a friendly, open community. Someone report Dustin. Oh yeah, coughing wasn't because I was joking. It was because I got corona. Wait, no, just kidding. Oh, don't let me cough on you. No, wait, what? Is my oven still on? No. My oven's off. Dustin, you got banned for friendly banter. Red flashing? I don't know why it's flashing. Oh. 606? It's got 2 dots in the middle, and those 2 dots flash. For it, like, at the seconds. Flashes every second. And, yeah, I don't know why it picks up on it. But, you know, we did turn it off. I'm thinking that maybe I should have cooked more than 6. It's still hot. Maybe I should just cut the top off and let it cool. Well, but if I cut the top off, then maybe I'll just ice the whole thing. The battery, you're in bed now, you have to go check your oven. RIP. Your oven broke, Flag. The lighting element died and it's on the... Oh no. Wait, but you can still use it, right? Without the light. You would literally kill for that cake. Oh. I would happily share with you, Debachi. You don't need to kill me. Wontons are so flippin' good. But some of the best I've made, I think. Now the spark that lights the gas. You've got a gas oven. Yeah, mine's electric, so that's pretty lucky there. Heating? Well, you don't want to eat, and I'm gonna ice a cake, so I don't want to stop. Your stove and oven are both gas. I've never used the gas oven before, but I don't think I could ever not use a gas. Gas oven. I could. I've never used a gas oven, but I can only use a gas stove. I don't like using electric. The battery, you can't figure out the difference between a wonton and a dumpling. Okay. I can't tell you exactly. I think wontons are a type of dumpling, but dumplings aren't wontons. So wontons are made of, like the wrapper is made of like an egg-based wrapper, whereas dumplings are just made with flour, like the wrapper is just flour and water. Pot sticker, okay, pot sticker is a type of dumpling. Like dumplings can be boiled, steamed, fried, like deep fried or like steam fried. So a pot sticker is a type of dumpling. The reason that they're called pot stickers is because what you do is you make your dumpling, which is made with the flour, the water and flour wrapper, and then what you do is you layer them on a pan and put like a corn flour slurry on the bottom, like in the base, and then they all stick together. So the exact same recipe, before you cook it, can be steamed, can be fried, can be boiled, and so it's really the method of cooking that makes it a different type of dumpling. With a wonton, it's actually with a whole different type of wrapper because they stick to the pot long. I mean, it's kind of like I don't know, like tortellinis and ravioli and all that. They're all types of pasta, but not all pasta is ravioli kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know. That's probably a bit generic. I'm like thinking of filled pastas, but yeah. Like I think a dumpling is a much more generic name, but you can still have like a fried wonton, a boiled wonton. Generally don't steam, it's generally just boiled or fried. That's a pretty good explanation. Ah, good. I'm glad. I was just trying to think of yeah, if you could, how I could like. But yeah, dumplings, amazing family.
Embrace the darkness.
Hey, the Lego Ego, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. You wish your mother-in-law made dumplings? But she makes great spring rolls, so you take those. Oh, spring rolls are so good. I love spring rolls. We're all finished eating. But my cake's still hot. What am I gonna do? There you go, you're doing good. Wondering what time it is? Oh, okay. I have a time command, so you can go exclamation mark time, and we'll tell you what my time is right now. About you, what's your guys' favorite and least favorite role in League? For me, jungle. Favorite, least favorite, probably. Like that you done good and fell in love with the least culinary type of Asian. Wait, wife doesn't cook at all? Gamble all in. Oh, 0 and 3 rip like that. Or is it still too hot to... Wait, my cake is still hot too? Wait, you made cake? Like, she does, but like Hmong people have blamed us for oh, mainly world everything, no! Please, no! R.I.P. That sucks. Okay, to speed up this process, I'm gonna cut the top off. I know that I said I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. So I actually saw this trick to doing it. What you do is you get some toothpicks. And then, I don't know, maybe like 8 or so toothpicks. 1, 2. Okay. So, apparently what you do is you pick where you want to cut it, and then you actually stick toothpicks at that level, as horizontally as you possibly can. And then it basically gives you a guide for your knife. So, we're gonna try this out. You didn't make a cake, you were making a joke about your butt. Oh, okay, rip, lol. Lego, you need a space between gamble and or. And there's a tiny bit of a global cooldown, so if you just if Black Bag stops gambling and gives somebody else a chance. Oh, oh, Black Bag rip. All right, try again, Lego. You got it this time. Like my spiky cake. I don't know if you guys can all see my cake. They say that you can use a piece of string and cut through it, or like a piece of dental floss or something, but I'm just going to use a knife and we're going to try and do this thing where we cut the cake, cut this top layer off, hopefully, nice and get into the cake. A little bit of a crust on the outside. Wait, what's happening here? Ramus fell into a bunch of mud. Lego, you're off an edible that looks smack. You're looking for cooking food streaming. Yay! Ralph Cardinal, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing? What are the chopsticks for? They're basically to give me a level. Yeah, what Flag said. Alright, sorry, just gonna keep going. Requires a lot of focus. I don't want to end up dropping the cake. It feels like I've gone right around. Okay, gonna play it. How should I do this? Here we go. Just kind of nibble on the edges. That's how they do it, yeah. No, I've never actually done it before, so it's a first for me. But yeah. So now we've got flat. We don't need these toothpicks anymore. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is got my cake tin thing, my cake stand. I'm gonna try something. Am I gonna eat the top? Well, Ash will probably eat the top. Probably give him most of that. Get baked and bake. Is Amazon still running? Gone are the days you can get baited. Life of kids, right? Like that? Amazon is doing amazing due to Corona. Oh, really? In New Zealand, most of the delivery services have been cancelled just in the past couple of days. Essential items have been allowed basically to be delivered. So yeah, people are trying to make the most of that. But yeah, it was a bit of a rip. Okay, so what we're doing, haven't baked any by yourself. No! Wait, no cookies, no brownies, nothing? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, oh no I'm not, I'm just gonna do something. So I did my whole round baking paper thing. That's gonna go on the base. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my cake thing right in the middle. And then we are gonna probably make a mess. Go flip. Okay. There we have a cake ready to be frosted, I guess. Ralph, you're reading about me. What kind of dog? Do I have he's half Shih Tzu, quarter Foxy Terrier, quarter Soapy Terrier, and his name's also Ralph. Wait, Flagbag, you get drug tested every week? Are you serious? Like a pee test? I mean, like a urine test? My neighbor's bed is amazing. Oh my god. He's calling me out. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay. Hey. Get the answer. Lol. Welcome, Waffle. Hey, how you doing? They're begging your own analysis every Monday. Oh, golly. I'm not out to get. Yeah, so they've invited me out, so I'll probably have to go out and hang out with them for a bit. But we'll probably offer them some cake. So what am I trying to do here? Okay, so I just need to put Ash's wontons in the fridge for now, since he's not eating them yet. And we'll get this buttercream made, and so that we can ice the cake as well.
Oh, that's sitting.
Yeah, I said we'll go out soon, but I've just finished this. Maybe share some with them. Maybe I can share the cake with them. I have coronavirus. You're doing alright? I'm doing well as well, thanks. So, my butter. I'm just gonna check in the microwave for just a few seconds. And we're gonna get this buttercream whipped up and ready to go. Oh! Try not to break anything in the process. Oh, I need my beater here. Okay, so this is going to be noisy. Once again, we're going to be beating the butter until it's thick and fluffy, pale, thick, and fluffy. So I'm going to get going with this, and if you guys want to mute it, just because it's going to be a bit noisy for a few minutes, now's your time to mute. So let's get going with this butter. gonna start adding some icing. Icing sugar and cocoa is what's in here, so I'm gonna add, probably end up with about 2 cups in here. ASMR, lol. Aka, you tilt queuing up as top lane when you don't play top. Are you proud? You are tilt queuing as top lane. Oh Jesus, Aka. I don't know if I'm proud, but lol. You see people outside. There are people. I wasn't actually supposed to turn that on just yet. I've actually been invited out to go hang out with them. So I'm gonna get this buttercream icing made and go share it with my neighbors and be nice and neighborly after the stream. Let's go.
You're gonna have seats, eh?
Where are our... Social distance. Don't worry, we're all like just staying on like our sides of our property, but I feel like I should go and get to know them and stuff. Super antisocial usually. I'll definitely keep my distance, but we'll go just like sit on our doorstep and stuff. The best thing about cooking is getting messy. I'm definitely getting messy. Let's just add some more actual cocoa. Now, I don't know why I've still got my chair here. Should be standing. Hey, Hummus the cat, how you doing? I don't really know my neighbors, not really, no. I'm really bad, I know. I'm not kidding when I say that I'm like super antisocial. Alright. I mean, I think this is icable. Let's go, let's do it. Ash spotted. Wait, you just wasted 300 bits on an emoji. Low key might have been worth it. What emoji? Hey! It's Nocturne! Hey Alexia! You just be fine to stay awake this time. Took a nap before the stream. Nice! I'm actually almost done with the stream, Alexia, but I'll probably be back a bit later to play some games depending on what's happening after this. I don't usually ice cakes, guys, so I'm kind of just winging it right now. I don't have one of those cake scalpel things, so it's still it's actually pretty much cool now. So we're just going to go. But Alexia, it's nice to see you, and I'm so glad you had a nap. You don't talk to your neighbors either. People are scary, you know. People are actually scary. I don't know if I've actually made enough buttercream to pipe any of this, so we'll have to see. I might have only made enough to basically cover. I don't know. It's actually my first time ever making buttercream, so forgive me. Forgive the noobness of this buttercream. About a party, cranking out that whiskey under the counter. Hey, don't tell everybody about my whiskey stash. Got more gin than anything, to be perfectly honest. If actually you're glad that cake isn't in your house, it'll be gone by morning. Lol. Irish cream icing? Actually, that sounds amazing.
Embrace the dark.
I think it's a bit late now. I've already got most of it on the cake. I might actually have enough to pipe. Being quite careful with it. It looks like we might be able to get it. Sorry, I'm not really. You want a big kitchen? Hey, Little Tech, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. How are you doing? The kitchen's like one of my absolute favorite places to be, Alexia, which is why you know, it's the size that it is. It's one of the things that I absolutely had to basically make sure I had a house. I think that the heat is melting it in the middle a bit, but oh well. Still tastes. It's definitely melted it a bit. I got impatient. Oh wow. Pretty sure you're smaller. Maybe you like apple juice? I love apple juice. Doesn't wait. You're 5 foot. I'm a little bit taller than you. Did we check them out or not?
I can't remember.
Afraid of the dark.
Yeah, my buttercream's completely melted in the middle, which is kind of a rip. A little bit annoying. But fault for being too. We're going to try and pipe a few little round things on the top, just to Just to try and be. Wait, Libby! Hey, how are you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Ask them if they want cake. Huh? Yes, but there's a lot.
A lot of cake.
There's a lot of cake. Like, there's a whole cake. We don't need it all.
It's a chocolate cake.
It's chocolate cake. Ask them if they want some.
Sure.
Okay. Alright. Libby, we're finishing out the, okay, there's a man, oh my god, that's not my garage, that's the neighbor's garage. No. Alright. You guys want some cake? I've never piped anything in my life, so we're just gonna kind of pretend that we know what we're doing and go for it. What if I just go like, I'm gonna have enough to go right around.
Embrace the darkness.
Okay, it was enough to go around. Lol. Ash walking into my neighbor's garage. Wait, was that Ash? Oh wait, no, that is my garage. Just kidding, that is my garage. I didn't realize that was, I thought you guys were talking about the one behind the blind. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just typing because I've got leftover icing. Melomania, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing with the piping. I'm just trying to get rid of all of the rest of the buttercream. Hoping to cover up some of my... Oh, this is hard to use. Melomania looks so good. Thank you. I'm so glad that you like it. It's really good. Okay. Looks like this is about as far as we can get with the frosting. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, that's frosted cake. Oh no, I didn't do this side very well. I did the other side way better. The side that I could see for the sides. Oh well, we'll just put it up a little bit more. Here we go. Chocolate cake with chocolate buttercream frosting, which is, the frosting's melting, but it's probably because it's also quite hot right now. Next, your youngest sister is 5'7". People always think you're youngest because of your height. Lol. I'm taller than my sister. Right, take a. I'm taking a photo, Blackback. How did you know? Okay. Oops. Okay, and now we're gonna cut it up and take some out to our friends outside. Livy, you have work in 7 hours, so you're gonna sleep. Enjoy the cake, eat a piece with me. Alright, Livy, thank you so much again for the raid. I hope you have an awesome sleep. And don't worry, you're not missing out on that. I'm about to finish up. My sister is shorter than me, yeah. My mom's like up to here as well. My mom's like super short. Alright, I'm just gonna cut some up and take One. I've got some party plates. 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many people there are, but we'll cut up 6 first. Take them out. Okay, let's have a look. Cut into this cake, see what it looks like on the inside. Don't share? You don't want me to share the cake? Alright, got to take a quick photo of the cake cut. I'm taking these photos so that we can chuck them up onto Instagram. So hopefully you guys are all followed Instagram and you can check it all out when I put them on. Right, here we go. Look at the chocolate goodness. There's a bit of chocolate. I'm trying not to touch any of the cake because even though I don't have corona, I don't want to, you know, if they get sick, I can be like, it wasn't me. I actually touched the cake, but I try not to touch any of these slices that we're sharing with people. No, one fell over. Oh well, it can be minor ashes. Cherry bait OnlyFans. No, what you guys? Conservative slices. Look, I can always make another cake. Always make more. Alright, who wants to come over? We've got cake for days here. King Autumn Wontons, how are you doing? Welcome back. Sorry that this is actually the end of the stream. I'm just about to finish up here. You'll hear over, yay! Well, I want to thank you guys again, of course, for hanging out with me while I make my wontons and the cake. I am gonna go and be socially distant, socialize distantly. No, something with my neighbors. But yeah, I might come back on a bit later to play some games. I'm not 100% sure yet. If not, I'm definitely going to be back tomorrow. So just make sure you keep an eye out for for the notifications or anything. I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Keep safe. I'm gonna go keep safe and get fat on cake. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you again so much. I appreciate all of you very, very, very. So beautiful.